The publicist department will roughly 3 months before your book is sold to the public, they'll give it out for reviews. Um, and then, you know, self-publicizing yourself wherever you get the opportunity is great. Press releases, I will also cover later. And moving onward to paycheck. A good royalty statement should include the number of copies sold, returned, held in reserve, number of copies sold as ebooks at a high discount as exports, through mail order, and through all other sales types as outlined in your contract. Subrights income, the sales made in a specific period of the statement and your total sales up to this period. And trying to figure out the math and make sure it's spot on. Like I said, you can talk to an accountant if it's covered in your contract. Make sure the books are not being cooked, that their books are, 100% precise and accurate. And double check your paycheck, like I said, work with the accountant, because you may actually end up getting more money than you have been paid. Your check might be incorrect, so you could get more money. It's pretty sweet. And continuing onward, that should be it for this section. The next couple are going to deal with, actually, you know what? I want to cover a quick few sessions and then move on to self-publishing is the next big one. You learn, continuation, like, after this is done, you run to roll with the punches of the publishing world. Ask yourself if you fulfilled your original goals. Make a pros and cons list of what you've learned, what went great, what went bad, what you can improve upon. And, most books have a window of opportunity for 6 weeks. If they don't sell, the bookstores will return it to the publisher. Your account will lose money, and, sometimes they'll try to revise it, ebook it, whatever. Don't get your hopes down just because, it didn't work out too well. You got it published, and that's pretty amazing. And you can always try again and try to get your rights reserved back to you. The ebooks, you just can't give up on the things you care about that easy. You gotta fight for them. And then rejection. This will happen from agents, publishers, bookstores, whatever you want to name it. And if you are a well-known author, you have not been rejected, that is nearly impossible. I don't think I've ever heard of an author that has gotten a book published that wasn't rejected before. That's just the way it is. Because some agents will like your work, some publishers will also like your work, some will not. And it goes all over the place. Some people will say the writing's not strong enough, the platform isn't big enough. The project's not big enough. And one of the things that Ixtat and Steri like to mention is that they think of the Muhammad Ali clause. That Muhammad Ali had a strategy called the rope and dope, where he would stand back against the ropes and let the opponent punch the crap out of him. And then finally, when the opponent was tired down, he would hang in there long enough and then start getting him back. He'd bounce back and win. And so, while rejection can make you feel like crap, hang in there long enough and you will be able to win. And keep these things in mind. It's only one person's opinion. No one wants to give you your first shot. Think about it. You have to build credibility somewhere. So, keep trying. No one's going to know what's going to sell. J.K. Rowling got rejected a crap ton of times. I don't think anybody would imagine that she became a billionaire off Harry Potter. Off wizards, man. And butterbeer. So it just shows to tell you, it doesn't matter what current market trends might be. No one knows what's going to sell. It takes only one. Your book could get rejected 1,000,000 times, 1,000 times. But one person saying yes is all that matters. And rejection can help you become a better writer. It might make you realize, okay, maybe I need to go back to the drawing board and focus on some things and then, send it out again. Hey, you're a writer. You can't give up that easy. But if you can, be polite about it. Ask for where you need specific feedback. Your writing, your style, your tone, whatever. Some people think that it wasn't just good enough overall, or some people think that maybe if it was just a little bit better on the tone, whatever feedback you can take constructively, and it will help you. And likewise, remember, many of you famous authors have been rejected, like I said, but they still got published in the end. And with that, we end this section, and next section will cover self-publishing.